Alright, what's up guys? So a lot of you guys have been asking me where I've been, why haven't I been posting? Usually, historically I've been very consistent, uploading at least once a week, sometimes like 4 times a week. I've been grinding it out on YouTube for close to like maybe 3 years or something. So for me to just like stop, a lot of people have been asking me kind of what's going on, and I feel like I owe it to you guys to kind of explain where I'm at, because low-key I'm kind of quitting. I still might make some videos here and there, like you guys know I'm making that video for P-Rod reviewing his board, but the reason I kind of decided to chill out on YouTube and social media stuff was because my wife has been doing real estate for coming up on I think 2 years, and she's absolutely like crushing it. She was rookie of the year for her brokerage, making more money than I've ever made or she's ever made, just like really exceeding our expectations. But along with that is the fact that being a real estate agent takes a lot of time. So between her and how much time her job takes, trying to add my business or my YouTube channel on top of that, as well as make sure that our son is getting the time and care and attention that he deserves. Basically, we're getting spread thin. For me, it just made me start to ask, like, is it in the best interest of my family to keep trying to like drag on this dream at the expense of my son and of my wife's career? And then I started to ask myself if I genuinely saw myself being a YouTuber in 10 years. And I just don't think that I do. If I believed that there was enough money in this to grind for the next 10 years and never have to work again, if there was that kind of opportunity in it, then 100% I would keep grinding like I've been. But times are tough, not just, for me, for everybody, but especially in the skateboard industry. There's just not a lot of money, like liquid right now. Everybody's got their money tied up in inventory, and not only that, skateboarding is just a small industry to begin with. So it's tricky trying to figure out how to get your piece of the pie when the pie is so small. But as I've kind of stopped posting and had so many people reaching out, a lot of you kind of have expressed the impact that I've had on your life and tried to encourage me to keep going, and I feel like it's the right decision to stop. At least stop trying to make it a career. However, with all of you guys like telling me how much my videos have meant to you, it made me realize that I didn't really appreciate how much you guys got out of what I was doing, because in my head I was so focused on making money and turning this into a source of income for my family. The goal was for me to make a living doing something that I was passionate about, which is skateboarding, and do something that took some creativity and a lot of problem solving, which this does. So I feel like I got everything that I wanted out of YouTube except for the money. And it's questionable whether or not the idea of my channel was ever big enough to begin with to like yield the kind of results that I was after. And so just being like so hyper obsessed with the money aspect of it, I kind of overlooked the fact that like my videos actually provided some kind of value to people that made their lives better, made them want to go skate, made them believe that they could do tricks, or made them feel like there's other people out there that thought the same way about skateboarding that they did. So now that I've stopped kind of looking at it in terms of money, kind of finally starting to look at it in terms of, all right, like I have a platform that I can actually help people with. So from this point forward, if I do make a video, it's going to be me sharing something that I want to share, not because I'm gonna get anything out of it, but because I care so much about what it is and think that it can help people that I feel compelled to share it for that reason. Obviously, if I still make a few $100 off of the YouTube channel every month. So like if videos do well, like I'm gonna be hyped on that, but I just don't think this is a sustainable income. I at least haven't figured out how to make it like sustainable for me and for my family, for where we're at. For right now, like my wife is killing it, and I just want to support her, make sure that I'm taking care of everything behind the scenes so that she can go out and crush it with her job. I also just finished my pre-licensing to get my real estate license. There's nothing I can really do to like help her or share the load with her unless I actually have a real estate license by law. Like I can't even go open homes for people to go look at them unless I'm fully licensed. So that's kind of like the direction that I feel like we're headed in is just maybe trying to like tag team the real estate thing. I'm super proud of my wife. Like, she's pretty introverted, and so being a real estate agent is like stepping so far out of her comfort zone, but she's just so determined to create the life that she wants that she's willing to go that far out of her comfort zone and just make it happen. So I really, really admire and respect her, and I want to support that. Kind of like coming to the decision to like fully stop YouTube has been really weird. It feels like breaking up with a girl. You know, like you start to like take some space, and then she's like, but I thought we were good, you know, like I care about you. You know, all these people reaching out to me saying like, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. And in my head, I'm like, I wish I could keep doing this like just for you guys, but I've got to look out for like my family as well. And right as I was coming to this decision to stop, I got my first brand deal. It was with Poison, and including the shoes they gave me, it was like a little bit over $1,000. And so that was really sick. And then P-Rod sent me those boards. That was super sick. And all of these things just are like coming to almost like try and pull me back into it. At this point, I feel at peace just moving forward. Yeah, like I said, I want to make YouTube the type of thing where if I really feel so compelled about something that I want to share it for the good of humanity, you know, I believe there are people out there that can benefit from what I have to say, then I'm down. I'll make a video. But as far as, you know, staying consistent, posting every week just to try and, you know, make the algorithm happy and, you know, crank out videos for the grind. At this point, I think I'm done with that. I think at this point it's purely just for the love of the community, for the love of skateboarding, and for those that like what I do and feel like it is worth their while. So that being said, pretty soon I'm gonna set up the P-Rod board and do a board review. I've got, you know, a few ideas and like techniques, things that I've noticed watching pro skaters. Like I'm still watching a lot of skating. I'm still studying it. That's just who I am. And so as I think of things that could possibly benefit you guys, I still want to use this as an outlet to share the stuff that's helping me in the hopes that it can help other people. At this point, just with no expectation of financial reciprocation for that. So I just want to end this by saying thank you guys so much for rocking with me. I remember when we hit our first 100 subscribers and first 1,000 subscribers, you know, my first viral video. A couple of years ago when I moved down to St. George to really like pursue this, I was only at like 3,000 followers when I decided to go full time on this, and that was arguably like way too early to do that. But in the last 2 years, we've gone from 3,000 to 43,000, and those aren't just numbers, those are people that watched something and wanted to see more and kind of supported what I was doing. So shout out to you guys. If you've watched this far, comment true homie. You know, I hope this is not kind of the end of an era. I hope it's more the beginning of an era of me actually maybe doing this for better reasons. And part of me thinks as soon as I start doing it for the right reasons, everything will click into place. But the other part of me is like, yeah, I still can't see myself doing this in 10 years. I'm gonna keep going down the path that I'm going and just pray that God will guide me where I need to go, and that I'll make the best decision I can long term for me and for my family. So shout out to you guys, and we're still trying to make every day a Friday. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.